Unearthing Hidden Heroes, How Forgotten Legacies Can Transform Our Future. Welcome everyone to a journey that will challenge everything you thought you knew about legacy, resilience, and the power of uncovering hidden histories. I'm here today to share a story that's not just inspiring, it's revolutionary. A tale that proves how the past, when unearthed and embraced, can become a catalyst for transformative change. Before we dive in, I want to acknowledge the incredible individual who made this talk possible. Shanna Ward, a fifth generation descendant of John T. Ward, is more than just a family historian. She's a modern day hero, tirelessly working to resurrect a legacy that has the power to reshape our understanding of American history and inspire generations to come. Shauna's dedication to uncovering and sharing her family's remarkable story is nothing short of extraordinary, and her impact on making the world a better place cannot be overstated. Now, let me ask you a question that might seem simple at first, but I promise you it's anything but. What if I told you that hidden within the dusty pages of your family history, there could be a story so powerful, so transformative, that it has the potential to change not just your life, but the lives of countless others? Sounds like the plot of a blockbuster movie, right? Well, buckle up because the story I'm about to share is 100% real and it's going to blow your mind. Picture this. It's the mid 19th century. The United States is torn apart by the brutal institution of slavery. In this dark time, a man named John T. Ward dares to defy the odds. He's not just any man, he's a conductor on the Underground Railroad, risking everything, his freedom, his very life, to guide enslaved individuals to safety. But wait, there's more. Fast forward to 1881. The Civil War is over, but the struggle for equality is far from won. What does John T. Ward do? He doesn't just sit back and count his blessings. No, he goes and founds what would become the oldest black owned business still in operation today. Let that sink in for a moment. We're talking about a man who not only fought against the injustices of his time, but also laid the foundation for generational wealth and empowerment. And yet, for years, his story remained largely untold, a hidden gem in the annals of American history. Now, you might be thinking, wow, that's incredible. But what does it have to do with me? Well, my friends, that's where things get really interesting. You see, John T. Ward's story isn't just about one man's heroic actions, it's about the power of legacy and how uncovering these hidden histories can transform our present and shape our future in ways we never imagined. Enter Shanna Ward, John T. Ward's great great granddaughter. Shanna grew up with fragments of this incredible story, whispers of a legacy that demanded to be heard. But these weren't just bedtime stories or family legends. They were the seeds of a mission that would come to define her life. Driven by a deep sense of responsibility and an unquenchable curiosity, Shanna set out to piece together the puzzle of John T. Ward's life. But let me tell you, this wasn't just about writing a biography. No, what Shanna embarked on was nothing short of a quest to resurrect a legacy, to breathe life into a story that had the power to inspire and transform. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. That's great for Shauna, but my family history probably isn't that exciting. Well, hold on to your seats because I'm about to challenge that assumption. You see, Shauna's journey wasn't all smooth sailing. In fact, if we were to write it as a movie script, Hollywood might reject it for being too unbelievable. But trust me, every bit of it is true. First, there was the job loss that threatened to derail her progress. Then came a disabling accident that tested her resolve. As if that wasn't enough, Shauna faced the heart wrenching loss of her mother. And just when you think it couldn't get any more challenging, she had to deal with a harrowing experience involving a narcissistic stalker. Oh, and let's not forget the chorus of naysayers who questioned her decision to start a second business in publishing. I mean, who starts a new business while dealing with all of that, right? Well, Shanna Ward does. Because here's the thing about Shanna, she's made of the same stuff as her great great grandfather. That same resilience, that same unwavering determination flows through her veins. Each obstacle became a stepping stone, each setback a setup for a comeback. As she pored over dusty archives, scoured historical records, and sought out narratives from those who had crossed paths with her ancestor, Shana wasn't just uncovering history. She was weaving together a tapestry of courage, resilience, and compassion that would come to define not just John T. Ward's journey, but her own as well. Now, let's pause for a moment and consider the broader implications of Shauna's work. In a world where we're constantly bombarded with information, where the latest tweet or viral video captures our attention for mere seconds before we move on to the next distraction. Why does a story like John T. Ward's matter? The answer, my friends, lies in the power of legacy. When we uncover these hidden histories, when we bring to light the stories of those who came before us, we're not just learning about the past, we're gaining invaluable insights into our present and shaping our future. Think about it. How many of us truly know the stories of our ancestors beyond a generation or two? How many potential sources of inspiration, of guidance, of strength are we leaving buried in the past? Shauna's journey shows us that these stories are not just interesting anecdotes to be shared at family gatherings, they're roadmaps for resilience, blueprints for breaking barriers, and sources of strength we can draw upon in our own lives. I'm going to consider the impact of John T. Ward's legacy on Shanna's life. When faced with adversity, she didn't crumble. She didn't give up. Instead, she drew strength from the knowledge that she came from a line of individuals who had faced far greater challenges and emerged victorious. That knowledge became her armor, her motivation, her guiding light. But Shauna's story isn't just about personal transformation. It's about the ripple effect that occurs when we bring these hidden histories to light. By sharing John T. Ward's story, Shauna is not only honoring her ancestors' legacy, but also providing a source of inspiration for countless others. Imagine the impact on a young black entrepreneur struggling to get their business off the ground when they learn about John T. Ward founding a successful business in 1881, at a time when the odds were stacked impossibly high against black business owners. Or consider how this story might resonate with someone facing seemingly insurmountable obstacles, reminding them that they too have the strength to persevere, to make a difference, to leave their mark on the world. This, my friends, is the power of uncovering our hidden histories. It's not just about looking back, it's about moving forward with a deeper understanding of who we are and what we're capable of achieving. But wait, there's more. Shanna's journey doesn't end with the publication of her book, The Bequest of John T. Ward. No, for her, this is just the beginning. She's taken her mission a step further by starting a petition to have her grandfather officially honored for his contributions. Now, you might be thinking, a petition, really, in this day and age? But hear me out. This isn't just about recognition. It's about ensuring that stories like John T. Ward's become part of our collective narrative, challenging the often narrow and incomplete versions of history we've been taught. And here's where Shanna's story takes an even more powerful turn. As she delved deeper into her family's history, she uncovered a painful truth that resonates with many black families in America: the theft of family land during slavery. Now, as part of her ongoing mission, Shanna is actively seeking to reclaim this stolen heritage, to right a historical wrong that has implications not just for her family, but for our understanding of generational wealth and systemic inequality. This brings us to a crucial point: the importance of not just uncovering our histories, but actively engaging with them. Shauna's work reminds us that our past is not a static thing, relegated to history books and museums. It's a living, breathing entity that continues to shape our present and future in profound ways. So, what does this mean for you? What hidden histories might be lurking in your family tree, waiting to be discovered? What stories of resilience, of courage, of entrepreneurship might be there, ready to inspire and guide you? I can almost hear some of you thinking, but my family history isn't as dramatic as John T. Ward's. Well, let me challenge that assumption. Every family has its heroes, its trailblazers, its survivors. Every story of resilience, no matter how small it might seem, has the power to inspire. Maybe your great grandmother was the first in your family to learn to read. Perhaps your grandfather quietly fought against workplace discrimination. Or maybe your aunt was a community organizer who brought people together during tough times. These stories matter. They shape who we are, and they have the power to shape who we can become. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking is this all sounds great, but I don't have the time or resources to dive into my family history like Shanna did. And you know what? That's a valid concern. But here's the thing: you don't have to write a book or start a petition to make a difference. Your journey of discovery can start small. Maybe it's a conversation with an older relative, asking them about their childhood. Or perhaps it's a deep dive into online genealogy and resources. Whatever it is, take that first step. Because who knows, the next inspiring story waiting to be uncovered might just be yours. And here's the real kicker: as you uncover these stories, think about how you can share them. How can you ensure that these hidden histories don't remain hidden? Maybe it's through writing, like Shanna, or perhaps through art or music or community projects. The method doesn't matter as much as the mission: to bring these stories to light, to let them inspire and transform. But let's take this a step further, because uncovering our hidden histories isn't just about personal growth or family pride. It's about reshaping our collective narrative, about challenging the stories we've been told about who we are and where we come from. Think about it. How many times have you heard someone say, that's just the way things are? How often have we accepted narratives about certain groups of people, certain communities, certain cultures without questioning where those narratives came from? By uncovering our hidden histories, we challenge these narratives. We bring to light stories of resilience, of innovation, of courage that have been overlooked or deliberately obscured. And in doing so, we don't just change how we see ourselves, we change how the world sees us. Now, I can see some of you shifting uncomfortably in your seats. Maybe you're thinking, but what if I uncover something in my family history that I'm not proud of? And you know what? That's a real possibility. Our histories aren't always pretty. They're complex, messy, sometimes painful. But here's the thing: acknowledging the difficult parts of our history doesn't diminish us. In fact, it can be incredibly empowering. It allows us to learn from the past, to understand the context that shaped our families and communities, and to make conscious choices about the legacies we want to carry forward. Take Shanna, for example. In uncovering her family's history, she also had to confront the painful reality of land theft during slavery. But rather than letting this discovery defeat her, she's using it as fuel for her mission, working to reclaim not just her family's stolen heritage, but to challenge systemic inequalities that continue to impact communities today. As we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a challenge that I hope will inspire you, motivate you, and maybe even make you a little uncomfortable, because that's where growth happens. I challenge each and every one of you to become a detective of your own history, to dig into your family's past, to ask the uncomfortable questions, to seek out the stories that have been forgotten or hidden away. And then I challenge you to share what you find. Share it with your family, your community, the world. Because here's the truth: your story matters, your history matters. And by bringing these hidden histories to light, you have the power to change not just your own life, but the lives of countless others. Imagine a world where we all knew our histories, where we all understood the shoulders we stand on, the struggles our ancestors overcame, the dreams they dared to dream. Imagine how that knowledge could transform our understanding of ourselves, of each other, of what's possible. That's the world I'm asking you to help create, a world where our hidden histories are hidden no more, a world where every story of resilience, of courage, of human dignity is celebrated and used as a stepping stone towards a better future. So, as you leave here today, I want you to remember this: you are not just you. You are the culmination of countless stories, countless struggles, countless triumphs. You carry within you the resilience of those who came before you, the dreams of those who sacrificed for you, the potential to shape the world for those who will come after you. Your history is not just a story to be told, it's a legacy to be lived. It's a beacon of hope in times of darkness, a source of strength in moments of weakness, a reminder of what's possible when we dare to dream, to fight, to persevere. So go forth and uncover your hidden histories, share your stories, challenge the narratives that limit us. And in doing so, let's create a future that honors all of our past, the triumphs and the struggles, the heroes and the everyday survivors. Because when we uncover our hidden histories, we don't just change our understanding of the past, we transform our present and we revolutionize our future. Thank you